Hi, we are HeroSix.
We got hired by Dream Builders Inc. to bring the magic back to Disney. Our challenge is to find a way to fulfill the wishes of our audience through a sustainable experience concept in Disneyland Paris. The Dream Builders Inc. gave us some preconditions from which we know the target group is families with children up to 14 years old. The new concept is the line with Walt Disney's missions and visions, and that we create a meaningful concept. Therefore, let us present you our journey. We conducted a desk research which helped us determine and define the target group. To start off, we take a look at Genevieve and Julien, typical French parents who split up a while ago, but they are still on good terms. Based on the research, we filled the value proposition canvas to help us grasp a deeper understanding of the parents in relation to their leisure time. When looking at the customer jobs, these are tasks that parents are trying to complete in their work and personal life, customer jobs. They are divided into functional, social, emotional, and supporting jobs. Meaningful bonding time with their children and general health and safety are the most important customer jobs out of the ones that are listed. In terms of pains, we focus more on the obstacles, such as financial issues, as well as preference of what they spend their leisure time doing, keeping their comfort in mind. Moving on to some important aspects from customer gains, such as looking out for the children's safety and experiencing different forms of escapism. So let's take a look at Timmy, their 8-year-old son. In his value proposition canvas, we discovered that Timmy, along with other children his age, is trying to build friendships, explore and discover life, but struggles with regulating his emotions. He also struggles with patience, independence, limited by his age and parents, and his newfound fears and anxieties. For instance, peer pressure and practical issues, the fear of heights, and is concerned about the safety of roller coasters. At the same time, he enjoys playing with his friends, crafting, building, and being praised by his parents. There is only so much that we can learn from afar, so we use co-creation and direct communication with our target group to support the desk research. We used 3 action research methods to gather these results. The first being the 3 wishes test. This was where we asked the children what 3 wishes they desire in and outside of Disneyland Paris. A method we used within 3 wishes test was the conversation piece, where we discussed their answers. This helped us prove that our target group is indeed creative, but has a lack of perception of what's possible and what's not. In the second method, we presented our target group with a list of Disney characters, and each child has to pick 5 characters of their choice. The purpose was to confirm that they have a sense of justice and identity based on the amount of good and evil characters they picked. The third and last test that we conducted was a decoding game. The children were given a message that they had to decode as they were timed to see how long they would take and if they needed assistance from the parents. This would prove how intellectually capable they are, how much they would enjoy an engaging problem-solving task, and how independent they are. After successfully conducting all 3 tests, we received the information that justified the fear research that was conducted, correlating with what we suspected.
Let's take a step back and look at the value map of Disneyland Paris. Disney has a large variety of products and services, for example, attractions, hospitality services, digital services, and safety precautions. Not only do they offer a lot of products and services, but also pain relievers and game creators. A pain, like waiting in line, is alleviated by a pain reliever in the form of FastPass. The game creators, on the other hand, help to improve and benefit the customer. For example, when they put up seasonal decorations, they are creating games for people who enjoy the aesthetic of seasons and holidays. Now that we have looked at the whole proposition canvas, it's time to compare Disneyland Paris with the wants and needs of the target group. This was done by matching the game creators with the customer gains and the same with pain relievers and customer pains, thus resulting in a collection of fits and misfits. Considering that the fits already have a solution, we shifted our focus on the misfits. However, even though we discovered the misfits, we wanted to see what value they would pose to our target group. We did this by presenting our target group with said misfits with two techniques. The first being ranking the importance of the misfits, and the second, how relevant they are. By using these two co-creation techniques, we found out whether our misfits were a real problem toward families, and found out which misfits our target group values more. Thanks to the known misfits and results of co-creation, we know what our target group needs. But what do we do with that? We created ad libs, which helped us reform our misfits into free promises for our client and target group. The first being cultural appropriation, second, creating and maintaining connections, and lastly, getting recognition from parents. By combining all of these ad libs together, we, HeroSix, were able to create our final promise, and that is: we promise that our target group, children from 7 to 9-year-olds, will be able to create connections with peers and bond with their parents through a culturally nurturing experience that will create space for the children to get recognition from their parents. Now it comes to the end of our journey. After thorough research on our target group and Disneyland Paris, co-creation, comparisons, and tests, we have come to the conclusion in the form of our promise, which will be used to aid future concepts to help create a meaningful experience. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoyed our video.